Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid glowing tributes to former President late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam by writing articles remembering the departed visionary leader. PM calls Dr. Kalam as his Margdarshak in the articles carried in Hindustan Times, Times of India and Dainik Jagran. In his op-ed, PM Modi said that Bharat has lost a Ratna, but the light from this jewel will guide us towards APJ Abdul Kalam's dream destination, that is India as a knowledge superpower in the first rank of nations. The Prime Minister said that our scientist president and one who was genuinely loved and admired across the masses never measured success by material possessions. For him, the counterpoint to poverty was the wealth of knowledge in both its scientific and spiritual manifestations. Mortal remains of departed leader former President APJ Abdul Kalam to reach his native place in Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu today. A special aircraft will carry the mortal remains to Madurai and then will be flown to Rameshwaram. Body will lie in state there at Kilakadu for common people to pay last respects. Dr. Kalam to be accorded state funeral with full military honours on Thursday. A sea of humanity thronged the official residence of late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in Delhi on Tuesday to pay last respects. President Pranab Mukherjee, Vice President Hamid Ansari paid floral tributes to the departed leader. Prominent leaders from all political parties also paid rich tributes to Dr. Kalam. Parliament members on Tuesday joined the nation in remembering former President APJ Abdul Kalam. Both houses condoled the sudden demise of Dr. Kalam, gave a heartfelt farewell to one of the most respected and loved public figures in India. Parliament later adjourned for 2 days. Hundreds of students pay candlelight homage and floral tribute with tears to APJ Abdul Kalam. They lighted candles in front of APJ Abdul Kalam's portrait. Students calls him the role model to student community. APJ Kalam's close friend Sampath from Coimbatore remembers him with heavy heart. Noted sand artist Sudarshan Patnaik on Tuesday created a sand sculpture of late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam at Puri Beach to pay tribute to the former president. The 4 feet high sand sculpture reads, "Tribute to Common Man, Missile Man, Bharat Ratna, People's President." Patnaik said Dr. Kalam was an inspiration to the nation's youth. World leaders also paid glowing tributes to former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, hailing him as an inspirational figure and lauding his scientific achievements. The Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, said the demise of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is an irreparable loss. US President Barack Obama says Dr. Kalam's humility and dedication to public service served as an inspiration to millions of Indians and admirers around the world. Larger bench of the Supreme Court to hear Yaqub Memon's plea today. Memon is the lone death convict in 1993 Mumbai blast case. The apex court referred to a larger bench the plea of Memon seeking stay of his scheduled execution on July 30th. In Maharashtra, a building at Thane district collapsed last night. 5 persons are killed and 11 rescued, while several are feared to have been trapped. The building Matruchaya crashed around 11 p.m. following heavy downpour. A massive relief and rescue operation is underway. Continuous rains in many parts of the country has disrupted normal life. The southwest monsoon has been vigorous in West Rajasthan and Gujarat. It has been active in Gangetic West Bengal, Odisha, Jharkhand, East Rajasthan and West Madhya Pradesh. 11 deaths due to rain-related incidents reported from Gujarat. A Libyan court has sentenced Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, son of deposed leader of Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, and 8 others to death over war crimes linked to the 2011 revolution. More than 30 close associates of Colonel Gaddafi were tried for suppressing peaceful protests during the uprising. Saif al-Islam was not in court but has previously appeared via video link. He is being held by a former rebel group from the town of Zentan that refuses to hand him over. The Indian women's archery recurve team have made it to the 2016 Olympic in Rio de Janeiro after getting past 7th seed Germany in the round of 16 match at the World Archery Championship in the Copenhagen. The women's contingent were 10th in the qualifying round on Monday, and they came from behind to record a convincing 5-3 victory to make the nation and the archery contingent proud. England and Australia will lock horns in the 3rd test of the Ashes at Edgbaston. After the humiliating defeat in the 2nd test match by 405 runs, English skipper Alastair Cook and head coach had a few reasons to worry about. They left out Gary Ballance and brought in Johnny Bairstow. As a result, Ian Bell will be playing in the 3rd position.